If you're new to this channel, make sure you do yourself a favor and subscribe. Join the tribe. If you've been tuned in, then you already know the vibe, man. Thank you for coming back. Listen, I'm on the road. I'm driving with no hands. My car is not even autonomous. I know a lot of you do that. A lot of you drive with your knee. I'm a professional knee driver at this point, but let me be safe, especially when it's raining. If my mom's watching this, she would be very upset. And my girlfriend will be upset about this. I don't think anybody should, even the citizens, even the people I'm driving would be like, dude, put your hands on the wheel. You ever wonder that, you know, like how much the other person values their life and just their safety? You know, like when you're coming like head on with somebody and there's no border, like, dude, it could all end in just a quick veer of a steering wheel. So anyways, hope you're doing well, hope you're staying safe, you know what I'm saying? Stay safe, drive safe. But that's not the point of this video, brother. The point of this video is to bring you guys up to speed with what I've been doing lately. You guys have seen me post pretty consecutively for the past, you know, year, 2 years, whatever. And kind of now what you see is a transition into real estate, like heavily, right? You see me post a lot of videos that have to do with real estate, etc. So I figured, dude, why stop making vlogs? Why stop, you know, giving you guys content like this? Just because I'm working on real estate, you know, I can figure out a way to show you guys the real estate world and create content based around the real estate world. So that's what this is about. I just, I just had a meeting scheduled, but the client rescheduled it. And it wasn't even for real estate, it's for solar, right? So I do solar. If you guys know anything about solar, it's pretty popular in California. Solar panels, right? Residential solar. And solar and real estate, they go hand in hand, right? But anyways, the whole point of this video is to let you guys know, like, you know, first and foremost, I am a professional real estate agent in the state of California. Also, Florida, so that makes me dual license. I have 2 licenses, one in Florida and one in California. I work coast to coast, okay? I'm living in Southern California right now, so that's where my main focus is, right? So, your friends, your family members, anybody you know is looking to come move to Florida or California, reach out to me. I can get you plugged in and get you connected. And my brokerage is global, right? It's an international brokerage, in fact. So that being said, I have connections in every state and every country. So if you're already a real estate agent, or maybe you're an aspiring realtor, right? Maybe you're somebody who wants to become a real estate agent. And by the way, there's a difference between, you know, a real estate agent and a realtor. That's not the same thing. A real estate agent is not necessarily a realtor, okay? A real estate agent means, okay, yeah, you studied it, you got your exam done, and you got your license, right? But a realtor is somebody who's officially a part of the NAR, which is the National Association of Realtors, and you have to pay to be a part of this, right? It's like a club, right? So just know that there's a difference between just period, you know, real estate agent and then realtor, right? I'm both. I got real estate agents online and I got the realtor thing going on. So I'm official as it gets. Straight like that. Now check me out. If you're somebody who's into real estate, right? Like I said, maybe you're already a realtor. Maybe you want to become a realtor. You're like, dude, what do I do? How do I start? Where should I go? Right? Reach out to me. I'll be happy to help you out. I'll be happy to help you, you know, get your career started. Not only that, but I'll be happy to work with you directly, you know, bring you on board with me, my team, my brokerage, right? That way we work together, right? So the business model that I'm a part of, the business model that I operate with within my brokerage, eXp Realty, it's a great brokerage, it's a great business model. If you have any questions, again, reach out to me anytime. So anyways, what does being a realtor even, you know, mean, and what does it look like? I'm gonna kind of give you guys like a quick rundown, like maybe a 5-minute breakdown of like the average day of a realtor, right? Average day for a real estate agent. Mind yourself, you know, mind you that you're typically, you know, there's different ways you can do it, right? First of all, you can be an individual agent, meaning you pretty much just work by yourself. You're like a lone wolf, right? There's another way you can pretty much like join a team. Like a lot of times you see these representations on TV, like selling Sunset or the $1 million listing, or, you know, selling Tampa or whatever the case is, right? And these people have like their brick and mortar offices where they go there and they're part of a group. That's another way you can do it, where you're working within a brokerage and you're sharing, you know, team camaraderie and stuff like that. And again, it's all different. All the brokerages are not the same. all teams are not the same. All compensation and commissions and business models are not the same. That's why when you're starting your real estate career and you're deciding, hey, where do I want to become, you know, licensed at, or where do I want to hang my broker, what broker do I want to hang my license at? Try to focus while I'm driving, right? Shouldn't be doing these videos, but I'm doing them anyways. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people make videos when they drive, so I figured it's not that big of a deal if I just focus, right? The whole point is though, like, you're figuring out, like, dude, where do I want to put my license, right? Or, you know, what brokerage? How do I decide? Well, you got to figure out, well, what are you looking for? Okay, what brokerage offers what are the pros and the cons of each brokerage? What exactly are you trying to get out of your real estate brokerage? What do you want them to provide? Do you want them to provide brick and mortar space, like an office setting and team? Do you want leads? Do you want education and training? Do you need, you know, supplies and mentorship? Like, what do you need, right? So again, all the brokerages are not the same. They're all different. They all offer different things. So you need to figure out where you fit in. I work with EXP Realty. It's a great brokerage. In my opinion, right? And I'm not going to go into detail about it, but if you have any questions, I'll tell you about it another time. Comment below. Now, that being said, maybe I'll make a video about that soon. The whole point is, you know, you don't want to jump into real estate, you know, without knowing anything, you know, about what you're getting yourself into. So obviously you have to study, you have to understand the market, you have to understand the terminology, you have to understand the people, right? And just the overall concept of how the business works, right? Once you get that established, okay, cool, now you know things, you're an expert. You got to get some experience, so you got to be out in the field. A lot of the stuff you learn just reading and training and studying is not real world experience. So you got to actually start getting yourself out there. And, you know, you do that by, you know, finally hanging up your license, you know, and getting to work. Now, again, there's different ways you can become a, you know, a real estate agent and operate your business. But just keep in mind, you are your own boss, realistically, pretty much for the most part. You don't really have anybody telling you what to do, where to go, how to do anything, right? You're basically your own business. So you need to conduct yourself as such. Treat it like a business. Treat yourself like a business. Every day you need to have routines. You need to have systems in place, structures of people, and team-like, or at least partnerships and connections created, right? You can't just be literally doing this whole thing by yourself. Even if it's something, it could be robots, it could be virtual. You know what I'm saying? It could be computer programs. Don't get me, like, I'm not saying you need, you know, people necessarily. You know, there's a lot of individual agents who do great things, and they just have, you know, artificial intelligence to help their business. You can do that too, but at the end of the day, just realize, you know, you're gonna need things, right? You're gonna need resources, I suppose is the best way to put it. And, you know, resources come down to a lot of different things: capital, connections, and trying to make this cool, like CCC, capital, connections, and I want to say construction, you know, but you know, realistically, it's like commodities. You know, you need things. So yeah, that's really what it comes down to. And once you're up, you know, up in it, you got your business model going. You know, you're gonna need the business cards. You're gonna need a website. You're gonna need your social media on point. You know, and you're gonna need, you know, better attire, dressed the part. You know, you're going to need to basically understand that waking up every day, it's up to you to generate business, right? So how does it look? What do you do, right? That's the whole point of this. You wake up and you're making calls, or, you know, you're taking calls, inbound or outbound calls, prospective buyers and sellers, people who want to either buy property or sell property. You got to figure out a way to get in touch with those type of people. Are they first-time home buyers? Are they second, third, fourth-time round buy home buyers? Are they, you know, veterans? You know, are they investors? You got to figure out who's shopping, who's selling, and there's ways to go about doing that, right? You got to become an expert in your niche, in your community. And all that being said, you're going to be doing a lot of showings, a lot of touring. You're going to be showing people property. You're going to be doing a lot of paperwork. You're going to be doing a lot of research on the computer, just looking through listings and gathering data. You're going to do spend a lot of time just preparing presentations and analysis reports, right? That's basically what it is, you know. And then, you know, your main focus is making sure people get to where they want to be, right? Get them to the finish line throughout the closing process, throughout the buying or selling process. So if you're working with a seller, Your goal is to get under contract with the seller with, you know, the home that's listed, and sell the home for top dollar as fast as possible. Get the seller their proceeds, right? Their net profit, get them paid, and then you get paid. Simple. If you're working with a buyer, your goal is to make them, you know, confident enough to submit an offer, help them, you know, submit that offer, get it accepted by the seller, and get them into escrow and close, right? So that essentially all the funds are transferred and they can get the keys and move into the new house. Then you get paid. Those are the two sides you're working with primarily in real estate. Every once in a while, you're working with investors and wholesalers and builders and developers and leases, you know. And just know that you're doing a lot of communicating. It's a lot of working with people. That's basically what this whole thing is. You know, you're spending a lot of time talking with people, driving, and getting familiar with different architecture types and different styles of interior, right? There's so many little things that you go into. There's a lot of moving parts, right? A lot of things like banks and title departments and companies, and sometimes you're dealing with lawyers and attorneys and pests, and, you know, plumbers, plus pest control and plumbers. So I mean, there's so many things you work with. That's why you have a lot of things in contracts going on. And again, it can be, you know, a lot on your plate at once. It could be, you know, very full time. You know, sometimes you can expect to work 6-7 days a week, full days, you know, and that's just what it is. So if you're not ready for that, if you don't have the time or the energy for that, you know, don't get started, because you'll probably fail. That's just the reality of the situation. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go back to the office and, you know, do some work. And yeah, if you found this video informative, make sure you smash the like button, comment below what else you want to know, and as always, stay happy, healthy, wealthy, blessed, and focus on success. And when you see me drop another video, you already know what to do, man. Tap in, make sure you get my book, check out my link down below. You'll see all my stuff, my social media, all my offers, all my partnerships and sponsors, all my products, and peace.